There you go. Teresa Hubbard is back. Yay, Teresa. Teresa, you're finally here. um, Teresa, you live in Liberty, don't you? You do. I thought, and there's all this great stuff. Um, uh, Intellectual depth with emotional understanding to create therapeutic environment that welcomes all kinds of growth and transformation. I love that. That it's looking at what is how you think and how you feel, and combining both of those things to uh, do get more clarity, I guess. Uh, and you do neuroplasticity and EMDR and all kinds of great stuff. Um, so today, uh, what are you talking about? What's today about? And everybody, Teresa Hubbard, take it away.
Good morning. So, today I want to explore with you a contemplative practice, is really what we're doing today in regards to learning to trust ourselves more. We're going to start with a meditation. Kyle's got some music that he's going to start playing, and it is a particular hertz that is supposed to activate different parts of our brain so that we are more engaged in the process. And so it's just a nice, quiet, contemplative. And I see it starts pretty quiet, Kyle. um, let's see. Well, while we're waiting for that to start, I am a mental health professional and I am in Liberty. I live and work in Liberty. And about a year ago, my partner, Walker Bird, and I started a podcast called My Inner Knowing. And we explore a lot about trusting yourself. And we interview people and explore their journey of learning to trust themselves as well. It's something that I feel like is important for us to live a life of authenticity and authentic connection as well, and integrity. So it's just something that's always been important to me, always exploring ways to learn to trust myself more. So you are welcome to close your eyes during the meditation. You don't have to if that doesn't make you comfortable. But what I would ask is that you just physically get into a space that feels supported and grounded. And expressing some gratitude to yourself for showing up and for this practice of trust. Taking a deep breath in, and allow yourself to arrive in this moment. As you settle in, notice any stillness in the space around you. Let this be a sanctuary, a quiet place for your mind and heart. Breathe deeply and release completely. There's nothing you need to change, nothing to fix right now. Just you, here, as you are. Feel your breath as it moves in and out. Let the natural rhythm of your body guide you. A busy mind is natural. Imagine your thoughts floating by like leaves on a gentle stream. Let's take a deep breath in together, full and expansive. And release it completely, softening your body as you exhale. One more time, deep breath in, and let it go. This time is yours, a sacred pause, a chance to reconnect with your inner knowing, that quiet wisdom deep inside of you. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Notice the surface beneath you, the chair, the cushion, the floor. Feel its steady support. Let your body rest, knowing that you're held. Feel the air entering your nose, cool and refreshing, and leaving your body warm and soft. Now begin to notice the sensations around you. Maybe there's a hum of sound nearby, or the quiet stillness of the room. What do you feel on your skin? Temperature. The texture of your clothes. This is your anchor, this present moment. This is where self-trust begins. Not in the past, not in the future, but right here, right now. Allow your body to settle even deeper. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Take a moment to turn inward. Bring your awareness to the quiet space within you. The part of you that knows what feels right, what feels true. It may not shout or demand your attention, but it's there, always there. You might think of it as a compass, guiding you gently, even when the path ahead feels unclear. Breathe deeply. Release completely. What would it feel like to trust that compass fully? Let yourself remember a time when you followed your inner knowing. Maybe it was a small choice, a yes, a no, a pause. How did it feel to honor that voice within? Now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, release any doubt that this knowing exists. You are wired to know. It's a part of who you are. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Sometimes we feel like we need to have it all figured out before we trust ourselves. We hesitate, waiting for perfection. But self-trust isn't about being perfect. It's about being real. Take a moment to breathe into this truth. You don't need to be perfect to trust yourself. You only need to be willing to listen, to lean in. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Imagine releasing the weight of getting it right. Feel it lift from your shoulders, from your chest. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let that need for perfection melt away. It's safe to be messy. It's safe to not be in touch with your inner knowing every moment. Just take the next step and the one after that. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Now let's turn our focus to understanding ourselves. It starts with curiosity. When you notice a thought, a feeling, or a reaction, what would it be like to simply say, "What do I really want right now? What is most important to me right now?" Think about a moment recently when you felt unseen or stuck. Can you revisit it now with compassion? Notice whatever emotions come up for you and what thoughts arise. Ask yourself, what was I trying to protect? What was I hoping for? Allow the answers to unfold naturally, like a flower blooming in its own time. Breathe in deeply, welcoming whatever insights appear. And as you exhale, let go of any tension or resistance. The more you stay curious, the more you understand yourself. Breathe deeply. Release completely. You are capable of trusting yourself. Your body knows. Your heart knows. Your mind knows. Even when doubt whispers in the background, your inner knowing is steady, waiting for you to return. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Repeat these affirmations to yourself. I am learning to trust myself more every day. My inner knowing is a guide I can rely on. I am safe to follow my own path. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Let the words settle into you. Let them root. Feel the warmth of that trust growing within you. Take another deep breath in and release completely, letting any doubt fade as you exhale. Trust is built moment by moment, and you are already on your way. Breathe deeply. Release completely. Take a moment to honor yourself for showing up, for leaning in, for reconnecting with your inner knowing. Place a hand over your heart if that feels comfortable for you. Breathe deeply into this space. Feel the quiet confidence within you. Thank yourself for this pause, for this opportunity to listen, to trust, to grow. Breathe deeply. Release completely. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to this room. Notice the sensations around you again. The surface beneath you, the sounds in the distance. And as you move forward, remember, your inner knowing is always there, ready to guide you. Trust it. Trust yourself. As we prepare to transition out of this space, take one last deep breath. Know that this space is filled with deep care for you. Breathe deeply. Release completely. So now we're going to enter a different phase of contemplative space. Some of the things that come to mind about why I believe trusting yourself matters. In the world we live in now, our exposure to information, opinions, and external expectations is greater than when I was young. It's easy to forget that we have an internal compass, our own deep knowing, that our body knows. Many of us have spent years looking outside ourselves for guidance. Maybe that's what we were taught, to look outside ourselves for guidance. But what if we could be curious about the wisdom that we have within us? Our body has learned so much over the years, too. So today we're going to do some self-inquiry and reflection to awaken your curiosity about your own inner knowing. And if you're someone who likes to journal and you have something to write down close to you, feel free. Not necessary. Just going through the process of it would be helpful, but feel free to write things down if you'd like. And then at the end, I would love for you to share any insights or thoughts that you have. Do your best to be honest with yourself as I pose each question, not putting any effort into what the right thought would be, but what is actually true for you. When was the last time I truly trusted myself? It may have been a small decision, which route to drive. It could be a big decision, setting a boundary in a relationship. How did it feel in my body to trust myself? What tends to get in the way of me trusting my own inner knowing? Am I seeking validation from others? Do I second guess my gut instincts? Am I afraid of making mistakes? Of doing it wrong? That if I trust myself and others around me don't like my choice, that I will be abandoned? If I deeply trusted myself, how might my life look different? Would I speak more freely? Would I take more risks? Would I set stronger boundaries? Would I move through the world with more ease? How do I distinguish between my fear and intuition? What does fear feel like in my body? What does intuition feel like in my body? How do I tell the difference? Exploring and educating ourselves with various perspectives is healthy. Where in my life am I outsourcing my truth to others? Are there areas, relationships, career, where I rely on external validation rather than my own wisdom?
Who cares if you get more people?
What emotions come up when I think about trusting myself fully? Relief, excitement, fear, resistance. What do these emotions reveal about my relationship with my self trust? If my body could speak, what would it tell me about trust? Where in my body do I hold tension when I doubt myself? What physical sensations arise when I make a choice that is fully aligned with my knowing? Think of a time you ignored your inner knowing. What was the result? Did you feel regret? Did you learn something valuable? How has that experience shaped your ability to trust yourself today? In what areas of your life do you feel the most confident in your decisions? Why do I trust myself in that area? What's different about those situations compared to areas where I doubt myself? What role does self compassion play in my ability to trust myself? Do I allow myself to make mistakes? Do I judge myself harshly when I feel uncertain? How might self-kindness help me to build more trust? What does my inner knowing sound like? Is it a whisper, a gut feeling, some other sensation in my body? How can I better recognize and honor that voice? What is one small way I can practice trusting myself today? Can I listen to my body a little bit more today? Can I say no to something that doesn't feel right? Just take another deep breath. Knowing that these questions will be rolling around in your mind on some level of consciousness for days. And that's what it's designed to do. Thank you for sharing this time with me today. For me, trusting ourselves is not about perfection, it's about presence. It's about coming home to ourselves again and again and again. My hope is that something from our time together today stays with you, supporting you on your path. May you walk forward with curiosity, kindness, and trust in the wisdom that lives within you. Thank you.
And thank you for taking us to places that sometimes might be uh, not so easy, or maybe even wonderful places too.
Mm,
It there was a lot when we were talking about dialectic before. There was lots of it there. That
mhm,
that was wonderful.
mm.
Um,
Thanks, Jeff.
yeah. Thank you. We have at the very end of our presentation today a coffee talk where we,
Mhm.
hang out and talk. Can you stay around for
Yeah.
a little bit for that?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
That'd be great.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to get a million questions now. Yeah. So thank you. It was absolutely wonderful. All
Thank you.
right.